Sipamandla, we've seen workers taking to the streets earlier this week as well. What's the situation looking like now?
Well, they vowed to intensify their strike. They are saying they will continue. At the moment, there are no talks between the employer and the unions. So they are saying up until the employer comes to the negotiating table, they will continue to intensify their strike. There is a mass meeting here in Tembisa, which my colleague Omesh will show you. There is a gathering of workers who belong to a union known as GEUSA, as well as FAU. Of course, those are the unions that are leading in this strike. So basically at the center or the gist of the ongoing protest action is the issue of them demanding that the company must stop with job cuts or, the issue of retrenching workers. They are also talking about the issues that have got to do with the workers' conditions. They are also saying they are vehemently opposed to the company closing about 4 branches across the country, and one of those branches is located in the northwest. Of course, we understand that Clover plans to relocate to Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. The company has cited, among other things, lack of basic services from the local municipality and the provincial government in the northwest, saying it's been forced to close and relocate to Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. So what will happen after this mass meeting is that workers say they will be taking their pamphlets to various shopping malls across Tembisa and Johannesburg, where they will be encouraging consumers and customers to boycott Clover products. We've been trying so hard to get hold of Clover to offer them a right of reply, but our attempts have been unsuccessful for now. We will continue to try and give them a right of reply in this case. But right now, we are joined by Mr. Thomas Maluleke, who is the provincial organizer of FAU in Gauteng. Sir, thank you very much for your time. Let's talk about FAU's involvement in this strike. GEUSA says they will intensify the strike. Is that the case for FAU?
Yes, we can confirm that we are side by side with GEUSA on this strike, because we believe that this strike is for the good cause. We obviously oppose to the employer seeking to divide workers in this case, because we believe that workers have decided themselves to do everything possible that will ensure that they force the employer to at least not to take away the benefits that they have fought for a long period of time. As we speak now, there are a lot of issues that are happening. We've started during Section 189, wherein the employer has already confirmed that he's going to cut jobs for at least plus minus 1,000 workers. Already this thing has been happening for some time now. So we, at this stage, are able to say we cannot continue as things are happening now. We have to put an end to this kind of a situation, because it will not help for us to fold our arms and sit on our laurel when we can see that things that are happening, especially in this company, are no longer a business as usual. So we have to make sure that we do something about it. So as FAU, we are here, and we obviously want to ensure that we put everything possible. We'll do everything in our power to ensure that we defend our members.
Okay. You say you will defend your members, but the attitude of the employer here is the one that says, well, for now, there is nothing going on in terms of talks on the table. So what will happen? Because there seems to be a stalemate now.
No, look, we have always indicated, as far as a responsible union, we will ensure that we solicit, we talk to our sister union, we talk to whoever is there, to ensure that we go back to the table. If the employer is willing to talk with us in a sober manner, we will obviously ensure that we meet the employer halfway. But as things stand now, there is nothing to talk about, because clearly the employer is fighting with the workers.
They also say they will close down about 4 branches across the country, and we know for a fact that in the northwest, it's been widely publicized that that factory there in the northwest is likely going to relocate to KwaZulu-Natal. What's your take on that?
That is another reason we cannot actually think as you know, Gauteng is one of the economic hub of in our country. So it will not be correct for them to keep on closing, companies everywhere where they go, because even if we were to look at it in a positive manner, but we cannot think of any situation where Clover, big as it is, relocate to a smaller kind of province and leave Gauteng here, where economic activities are taking place in a large scale of numbers. So it will be surprising, because clearly they are trying to make sure that they suffocate the working class by ensuring that we accept the austerity measures that they are trying to impose on workers and obviously the poor people of this country.
But they are saying the company is not doing well financially. There are other constraints that the business is facing. You don't accept that?
Well, it may not be correct in our view, really. As things stand now, we can only see it in the way we see it. We see this product in all these big supermarkets. There has not been any proof that was presented to us in terms of their financial statement and so on and so forth, to be able to convince us indeed that they are not doing well, except to say that they are not doing well when our people are supporting this product that they are manufacturing in this company. So it may not be correct for them to say they are not doing well until they provide something in line with those financial statements, so that we are able to then work with them. Because clearly, as unions, we may not be be said to be destroying, because we are a responsible union. We know that if we do something that is irresponsible, obviously people will lose jobs in that line. But in this case, we just want the company to be honest with us. And we believe that currently the company is not honest with us. The only thing that they are trying to do is to ensure that they maximize profit at the expense of workers. Okay. That's what we're not going to accept at all costs.
Okay, Baba, thank you very much for your time. That is Thomas Maluleke. He is the provincial organizer of FAU in Gauteng, as the mass meeting of the employees here and workers continues behind me as we take it back to in studio. Heidi.
Thank you so much for that update. That's Sipamandla Goge.